Hello and welcome to Making Mindfulness Fun. In this video, I'm sharing everything you need to know about being a moon in Libra, or as I like to call them, the peaceful collaborator, and what your biggest struggle in life is going to be as a Libra moon. Hello and welcome to Making Mindfulness Fun. I'm Isabelle, the co-founder and personality expert here at Making Mindfulness Fun. I help you understand who you are using personality typing. Today, I'm talking about astrology and a specific aspect in astrology that quite possibly might be the most important part of your birth chart, so listen close. This is all about the moon sign, specifically what it means to have a moon in Libra. I've been doing a series on all the moon signs, so you can check that out later on our account. But today, talking about the moon in Libra, what does that even mean to have a moon in Libra? If you're new to your chart and you just saw and you pulled it up and it says you have a moon in Libra, what does that mean for you? What is a moon sign even in the first place? So your sun sign has to do with your ego self. It's how you generally perceive yourself, your general desires and values, and how people would generally describe you. This is the first sign you tend to know of your zodiac. It's when you say, I'm a Cancer, I'm a Libra, I'm a Leo. That's referring to your sun sign. And so that's the ego. But the moon sign is much deeper. It is all about our emotions. And because we are human beings that are naturally driven by our emotions no matter what, it is extremely important to know your moon sign because it can tell you what your emotional patterns are going to be, what you struggle with emotionally, what your emotional wounds are, how you process emotions, what kind of emotions you tend to have, and what you need for emotional fulfillment. So in this video talking about the moon in Libra, if you know anything about the archetypes, Libra is all about diplomacy, being a peacemaker, morality. They can kind of play the role of judge, so to say, and jury, wanting to have their opinion on everything because they believe they see everything in the most fair way, and they need collaboration. So a lot to do with collaboration when you have a moon in Libra. I call the moon in Libra the peaceful collaborator because this is the most important thing to them. They need to collaborate in a peaceful manner. Because Libra is both, in a way, I think of actually, as a side note, I think of Libra as a mix of a type 9 in the Enneagram and a type 1 in the Enneagram. It's the complete balance of both of these people because they're not fully in the 9 sense where they just want peace and harmony and don't work for it, or maybe just do it by being go with the flow. They're also a lot like the Enneagram 1 who wants to have the perfection and order and justice in place. So Moon in Libra has a lot of these almost 9-in-1 qualities in them at their core. Another thing about the moon signs is that this is the part of us that people don't see immediately, but people closest to us will see these qualities in us because it has to do with our emotions and vulnerability. When we are able to be vulnerable with people, this is how they would describe us, or it's a part of the us that they would use to describe us. So for a moon in Libra, with these 9-in-1-ish qualities, their highest desire for emotional fulfillment is collaboration and connection. Libra is all about one-on-one connection, so people with a moon in Libra need to be with other people in order to be fulfilled. And not just with groups of people, that would be more Aquarius. Moon in Libra needs to be one-on-one connected with people. Oftentimes for a moon in Libra, they can get into relationships at young ages because they feel a need to connect with people, or they can be really what they would call sometimes very clingy with parents. They want to hang out with their parents very often if they have a good relationship with them because they want that connection. If this isn't the case and they're not close with their parents, they're going to seek out people who they can feel that deep connection with and feel harmonious around. Because not only do they want to connect with people, but they feel peace through doing so, and they want it to feel harmonious. So these people highly value not rocking the boat, or at least keeping things peaceful in their relationships so that they can be surrounded by harmony at all times. Generally, if you meet someone with a moon in Libra, they're going to be very, give off like very harmonious vibes. They're going to seem very calm to be around. They just seem so welcoming, maybe even charming, because Libra is so good at charming people because they want that close connection. They can seem very attractive, so to say, very well-spoken, good with their words, very diplomatic. People tend to like them. They give off a calm environment. The moon in Libra is not a very aggressive person. This could be offset by a different sun sign or Mercury sign, but generally these people don't come across as the fight me type, like the moon in Aries might, or a Mercury in Aries might, or even a moon in Scorpio. Moon in Libra wants to appear attractive and peaceful at all costs. They value diplomacy. However, if you do get to know a Moon in Libra, you'll know that they will not back down from a fight if you get into an argument. Because they're so moral and they want to serve justice up, they do not back down in an argument if they believe that they are right. They will give their the opinion up if it's well due to the other person and say, you're not, you're right. But if they know that they're right, they're not going to give up on this, and they will be stubborn till the end on their opinion. So while this Moon in Libra is very diplomatic and peaceful and wanting connection, they can struggle a lot with what I would say, to an extreme, is codependency. Because the Moon in Libra's core desire is to connect one-on-one with another person, they can go about life always looking for their other half of themselves in other people. I like to think of it that in this world, when we come into the world, we're like the shape of a C, whichever way you want to do it. And our goal in life is to become the full circle. But instead, we go about fulfilling ourselves and finishing our circle with someone else. And so we're just each half of ourselves. But our point in life is to become an infinity of two circles meeting each other rather than just one circle. And so the Moon in Libra can feel this especially, where they're always seeking out partnerships because that's what makes them fulfilled. And so they never really understand or know their full selves or how beautiful life can be just on their own. And this can lead them sometimes to getting into bad relationships where they're just trying to seek out partnership at all costs, and so they pick the wrong people who aren't aligned with their values and don't make them really feel like they're being valued for who they are. Or they end up keeping harmony in those relationships instead of standing up for what they really need. Because Libra values harmony so much, they can wait a little too long to assert themselves and say, this is where I draw the line. So if you're a Moon in Libra, notice if you just have this tendency to seek out connection, and know that it's not wrong. Everyone has to fulfill their core desire based on their moon sign, but the secret is fulfilling it in a healthy way that helps you thrive, not just survive. And so if you're a Moon in Libra, notice how many times in your life, or are you even right now, are you seeking out a partnership or in a partnership that is not living up to your highest value of who you are. And this isn't to be confused with high standards, because Libra is so idealistic, they can sometimes let their idealism get in the way of being happy. But at the same time, we want to make sure a Libra moon is not devaluing themselves for who they are. Are you silencing your desires? Are you trying to merge with someone and forego your own needs just for the sake of partnership? What does the highest expression of you look like in a relationship? These are the questions to ask yourself, and notice if your ideals are getting in the way of you meeting that need for partnership, or vice versa, if you're not having enough ideals and just merging with anyone possible. Please leave a comment below and let me know what I missed about what it means to be a Moon in Libra and what else you struggle with as a Libra moon. You also want to head over to the link in the description below to get my free birth chart workbook, where I walk you through the basics of understanding and decoding your soul's unique energetic imprint, aka your birth chart, so that you can't just reiterate the information and say, oh, I have a Mercury in this and a Mars in this and a Moon in this, but it actually helps you understand what it means to have those placements in your chart and how they can help you in life so that you can thrive. And if you need more one-on-one help with actually understanding, not just to survive with your moon sign, but if you want to heal your wounds in your moon sign and fully understand your moon sign and set yourself up to thrive in your moon, then hit the link below to join our Be the Hero group membership, where I show up every day to help you understand your personality type, not only through astrology and especially your moon sign, but through the Enneagram, Myers-Briggs, numerology, and more. So the link is below to join Be the Hero, and I'm going to help you every day break free of the wounds of your moon sign so that you can live an emotionally thriving life, not just surviving. Please stay tuned for further videos on the moon signs and have a wonderful day. Namaste.